Welcome back, guys. Some more Path of Exile beta. Just at the very start of week number 2, and I need to turn that there off. Oh, I have it off, that's okay. Cool. Just at the start of act number 2. Act number 1's probably about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours long. Probably about as long as Diablo 2 when you're going to kill the blacksmith, I believe he is, for chassis. About up to there. A couple of issues I've come across I want to talk about today. Number one being the camera. Again, too close. I know they're looking at it, and thankfully they are, because it's just ridiculous how close this camera is, and there's no option to zoom in and out. But I do believe it's coming out in a future patch, so hopefully that comes along sooner rather than later. The talent system. I know this has been talked about before, but I want to talk about it as well. Where are we? There we are. Would you look at this thing? My God, how big is that? My God, my God, my God. Now, since this is the first time of me playing this game, I've gone about it probably pretty wrong. I started going down here thinking I was going to do one thing, decided didn't really like that, so I'm going to change my mind and go do something else. But as you can see, I could have gone this way and saved myself quite a few points. So there's going to be a lot of planning needed in your characters. As you see, you're either going to strictly follow a character build, or you're going to have to make multiple characters to get the build exactly the way you want it. I haven't come across a reset for stats. There might be one, I just haven't found it yet. But I am only level 17, so that's not too unheard of. Now the quest system. Just show you my quest log at the moment. It is completely empty. I have no quests. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going or what I'm supposed to be doing. This is the second area in Act 2. I found one waypoint. I'm running to this waypoint here. So now basically I have 2 waypoints. And that's what I did a bit in Act 1, was just basically go waypoint hunting, which as you can imagine is not overly fun. And I say that, there's a quest right there. But there's no direction to say that's where you need to go. You need to get to town, talk to this man to get a quest. A little bit I like to be held by the hand maybe. Maybe I'm spoilt by World of Warcraft. But I don't really like running around empty spaces not knowing exactly where I'm supposed to be going. Another information based problem that I have. Where are we? Here we are. All these pretty numbers everywhere. They don't mean a lot to me. Okay, at the end of the day, this one here is all that matters to me at the moment. My damage. Maybe later on, crit, attack speed, you know, all those things are nice to know. But you could have those in 4 lines rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lines. Just too much information, really. I'm sure the people out there that are number crunchers are going to absolutely love this game. I'm not one of those people. I don't really have time for it, and quite frankly I don't really find it fun. I'd rather be smashing faces than reading numbers. Trying to eke out that 1% more damage is not really my idea of fun. And as you can see on my character, this is my last bad point for the game. There's no shoulder slot. Where's my shoulder slot? I love my massive shoulders. Yes, World of Warcraft, I know, but I love my massive shoulders. My guy has no shoulders. What's with that? Right, so that's all the bad thought. I better pick up this quest before I actually go there. Right. To the north, east, there's a ruin. Okay, let's go kill stuff. Alright, some good things. There is plenty of good things. I'll actually show you before I run out of town. All these change an item in some way, and you choose which item you want to change, how you want to change it. That is crazy customization. I've got a few more here I can bring across. As you can see, there's quite a few. I'm not sure if the drop rate is higher for the beta or not. If this is the drop rate in the released version, that's a good thing, because then you're not going to start to hoard these things without wanting to waste them on lesser items and trying to save them for better ones. I've done a couple of items. I've changed the mace from an ordinary to a rare, which I did last video. I've got a new two-hander, which I've done that with again, and I've increased its quality, sorry, to make it just a bit better. As you can see, all these things here, these are all skills that I've picked up along the way. There seems to be different level of skills you can find. As you can see, I've got, where is it, Infernal Blow there, which seems to be the standard version, and I also have it over here again with 10% quality on top of the original, and slightly different stats. So there's going to be a lot of choices to be made in this game, which is a very good thing. Now, one of the biggest bonuses to this game, of course, is going to be free. It's free to download, free to play. There is going to be a money shop. I've heard it's not going to be a pay-to-win game, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. But of course, if you don't want to pay, you don't have to. And it's a very, very good game for a free game. Now, I'm going to bring up the... where are we again? I should know it off by heart by now, shouldn't I? This again. Now, this can actually be a good point. There's not going to be too much cookie-cutter builds going on with this. So if you get into this game in a serious way, this is going to be a plus for you. It's going to add uniqueness to characters, which a lot of games are seriously lacking. Yes, well, that's you. Diablo 3 is going to be lacking it somewhat. There will be some customization, but it's not going to be in this depth. So that is a good thing and a bad thing, depending on your point of view. The skill system I've already shown you. The different quality of skills you can pick up, it's a very good idea. You know, the gem system itself is a good idea. You're not restricted to a certain set of skills. You choose which skills you like and which skills you want to use, and then you can get better versions of those skills. They need to be leveled up again. You don't start with whatever level the other version of it was. So that's the downside to it, but allows a lot more customization, as I said before, and a lot more choice. The potion system is quite frankly amazing. This is something Diablo is going to steal. I can see it right now. As you can see, you get different versions of your potions, and each of them do a different thing. So you get magic potions. I assume there's rare and maybe unique ones later on. I've got a couple of magic ones. So if I'm starting to get attacked, I pop number 1. I've got 73% increased evasion during the recovery, which is 8 charge. No, hang on, where are we? 3.5 seconds. So it's like a mini buff, and each one's different. There you go. That one will recover faster. Faster again. So there's just a lot of depth in such a simple system, which is just a potion system. Something that Diablo 3 should, and I believe will, learn from. As I said in my previous video, the game just looks and feels good. In Act 1 there's a couple of bosses, as you can imagine, and they're actually quite scary to come across. They're not overly hard to kill, but you're running around with that sense of, uh-oh, what's going to happen here, which is something you got in the first maybe 1 or 2 times through Diablo 2. And there's a lot of games nowadays you just don't get that sense that something bad's about to happen. In this game you do, which is frankly amazing, especially for such a low budget game. I use that term loosely. I don't actually know the cost that they've put into this, but I'm assuming since they haven't made any money out of it so far, it's not very high. And my last good point that I picked up so far is the diversity of mobs that are in the game. All these ones that I've just killed I have not seen before, as you would expect from a new act. But even Act 1 there was 5, 6, I think even 7 different types of mobs in such a small act. I thought that was just simply amazing, you know. The level of detail that they've gone into in this game is well worth it. That doesn't really make any sense. The level of detail that they've put into the mobs is amazing. You know, they could have just gone with 2 or 3 different types for the whole of the act. I would have been happy with that, but they didn't. They decided, no, we're going to put 6 or 7 different types in here. Give a bit of variety. And even the mobs that are in there, there's different versions of them. There's crabs that you get at the very start. Later on they come back, except this time they've got shells on them. You have to split the shell before you can kill the crab. You know, that's a good thing. Right, so I'm not going to babble on too much today. So let me know what you guys think about what I've said, whether you agree with me, whether you disagree with me, if you're still looking forward to playing the beta. I know there's quite a few keys flying around. You see, that was just a rock monster that started as a pile of rock and turned into a monster. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. There's quite a few keys floating around, quite a few competitions at the moment. I'm hoping to get my hands on a few more keys and hand them out to you guys. As before, the way to get that is just to leave a comment and subscribe to my other video, and I'll pick a random news out of that and do that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.